recorded for quality, training and security purposes.
Thank you for waiting. How may I help you?
Yeah, hi. I'd like to speak to someone about geoengineering programs.
Oh, gee. Hang on. Just one. Do you know where that would be? More information?
Well, the reason I've called you guys is because
One moment, I'll find someone who will be able to help you.
Thank you. So notice I've called the RAAF Base Perth number, looked up RAAF Base Perth, hit call, but I've got some internationally or some nationally monitored number.
Hey there, sir.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put you through to the Air Base Command Post and they should be able to help you with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have called the Air Base Command Post at RAAF Base here. Our hours of operation are 0700, 1700, Thursday, 700 to 1500, Friday. If your call is urgent, please press 1. If you would like to leave a message, please press 2.
Let's press 1 and say it's urgent. Hands are shaking, the old adrenaline's pumping.
ABCT, Call Reynolds, speaking.
Yeah, hi. I would like to speak to someone in regards to geoengineering.
In regards to...
Are you in the RAAF base in Perth right now?
Oh, no, I'm actually at home, but yeah, they're at base at Perth.
Okay, well I got told on the line I just spoke to that I was going to get put to someone in the RAAF base.
You are?
Okay. Well...
But in regards to...
the fresh chemical trail that's just been sprayed across the sky right above the RAAF base, if you stick your head out the window you'll be able to see a large stripe going across the sky. And I'd just like to know...
There's no chemicals getting sprayed on the RAAF base.
I'm not saying on the RAAF base, I'm saying in the sky right above the RAAF base. The reason I've called the RAAF base is because you guys are meant to be in control of the airspace of Perth, aren't you? You monitor the airspace, yeah?
So there's Perth Approach and Perth...
Okay, well the reason I've called you is that I suspect the planes are being filled up from the RAAF base. So what I'd like to know is...
You suspect what's being filled up from the RAAF base?
The geoengineering planes that are fitted out with the tanks are being filled up at the RAAF base, and I'd like to know which planes are spraying it, who's ordered it, and what's in the spray. If you stick your head out the window and look in the sky now, you'll be able to see a very fresh stripe going straight across the sky, straight across the sun. That's solar radiation management. And what I'd like to know is what's in the stuff they're spraying.
Well, it's not getting filled up from the RAAF base. So, I don't know where you've got that information from.
Well, that's just where the evidence has... That's just where the evidence has led me.
Second of all, you haven't even told me who you are. So, and third of all, there's no aircraft in the sky. I'm standing and looking at the space. If there's anything
Okay, so if you're standing and looking at the sky now, you should be able to see a giant white stripe going across the horizon, blocking the sun. Can you see that? We're both looking at the same sky.
Clouds in the sky, mate.
No, well, look, I'm recording this call and I've recorded the stripe in the sky, okay? So you can sit there and say there isn't a stripe at the sky, but we're looking at the same sky and there is a great big stripe across it.
Yeah, but nothing's been filled up from the RAAF base, I can assure you.
Okay, so when the RAAF base underwent a $150 million upgrade a few years ago, you didn't fit tanks to fill these planes.
If you're talking about water bombers...
No, I'm not calling about water bombing. I'm not calling about water bombing. I'm calling about solar radiation management and geoengineering, which is well documented.
There's nothing being filled up at the RAAF base as we speak. Flying hasn't begun and nothing is getting filled up at the RAAF base.
Okay, so Let me ask you this then. You know a lot about airspace and everything else. What has sprayed that stripe across the sky?
Well, I'm not at work, so I dare say something from somewhere else, but it's not to do with the RAAF base.
Okay, so alright, so if you're telling me it's not to do with the RAAF base, if I say get my P900 out and park up a couple of Ks away from the RAAF base, you're telling me that I won't see converted 737 passenger jets that are set up for spraying, is that correct?
737 passenger jets that are getting filled up.
Yeah, I live near the RAAF base, I see them coming in, landing there all the time.
So do I. There are no 737 passenger jets on the RAAF base.
Okay, alright, well I'll prove that wrong very easily, okay, because I can get my P900 out, zoom in on them, landing in the RAAF base. Okay, now, okay, let me ask you this. Solar radiation management, geoengineering, is it a thing? Is it happening?
I'm the wrong person in regards to that. So I can assure you that there are no 737 passenger jets on the RAAF base.
I can assure you that I can prove you to be a liar very easily. Okay, I have footage of them coming in and out of the RAAF base. Now I've called the RAAF base and I've got someone who's at home. Hey, you can stop cutting me off, please, and just listen to me talk, and then you can talk. That's the polite thing to do.
Sure. You know what? You know my name. Your name is...
You don't need to know my name. You've got my ID anyway. I haven't blocked my ID. You know who I am.
Listen to you talking. You should be polite enough to let me know.
My name's Chris. My name is Chris. So let me just ask you this. Are you aware of solar radiation management programs being run throughout the world?
No.
You're not aware of it. Okay, so is it common practice for me to ring the RAAF base and get someone who's at their house? How do I actually get a hold of someone who's at the RAAF base?
You got the duty phone, mate. So it just hasn't been unconverted. I'm from the PCCP. So yes, when you ring out of hours, you will get someone at their home.
Well, they said their hours started at 07. They said their hours started at 0700 and went to 1500. So I'm actually within the hours that the RAAF base should be open.
It just means the phone hasn't been unconverted at base yet. That's all.
Okay, so the hours open at 0700. I call it 0800, and they still haven't turned their phones on yet.
Well, they've got their phones on. They just haven't pressed the unconvert button. It could be that maybe the person that was going into work today is running a little bit late. It could be that they've been held up.
Okay.
Like that. They might have even got into a car accident on the way.
Okay, so is there an email address that I can email something to that you will receive it? Yep, 2 seconds. If I email it to this email address, will you personally be able to get it? I'd like an email address for you, because I'm personally going to prove you wrong that there are planes coming in and out of that base. Oh, I know there is. I've seen them. I've seen one that's got Qatar written on the belly of the plane still. They didn't even take the passengers' stuff off it, and it came into your base. Well, I can assure you that I'm not lying. My eyes have seen it personally several times. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Sorry, what's the email address?
Okay, so it's Papa Echo Alpha.
Papa Echo Alpha, so PEA.
Alpha Bravo Charlie.
Alpha Bravo Charlie, what, sorry?
Papa.
Okay, at where?
At defence.gov.au.
Okay, thank you very much. Because like I said, I see them coming in. Oh, is that the end of the conversation, is it?
I thought you were emailing us.
Alright, I'll send my email through. Thank you for what little you've given me.